Welcome to section 3. Now things are getting serious, as you will learn to source real-world data and to load it into your program. Ready? So let's start with data sourcing. Data is everywhere, coming from different sources and in different forms. Every place where a sensor is, data is generated. Scientists use thermometer, seismograph, pH meters. Doctors use ultrasound scanners, encephalograms, electrocardiographs. Authorities use street cameras and speed cameras. But your credit card also generates data on every single payment, and your computer keyboard and your phone screen are probably the sensors that produces the most of today's world data. Everything you post on the social media, be it a text, a photo, or just a like, is a data. Every word you type on an online form, an email, a spreadsheet, or a text document is data. Many people use a computer at work. Policemen take record of city crimes, librarians take records of their books, scientists count the number of animals threatened of extinction, and researchers collect data to calculate the world development indicators. Even in our private life, sensors tend to submerge us. Smartphones are equipped with plenty of sensors: the GPS, the camera, the touchscreen, the microphone, accelerometer, luminosity sensor, etc. At home, your electricity consumption or the inner temperature are probably recorded for your own usage and might be even automatically sent to companies. Your car is also probably full of sensors to measure the speed, the presence of rain, the level of oil. Is your home full of connected objects such as your fridge, your coffee machine, your blinds? They also produce plenty of data. But where is this data stored? Everything is stored in files, or most commonly in databases, themselves stored on personal computers, phones, or private servers, usually located in big data centers. And how to access this data? Well, it depends on where it is and who is the owner of the data. In the case of open data, the data is public, free, and you are free to reuse it. Many government, cities, companies, or organizations provide data for free. You can, for example, have a look on Eurostat, the US website data.gov, the Food Agriculture Organization, etc. In some other cases, you might have to pay for it. It is usually the case for meteorological forecasts or client databases collected by companies. And sometimes the data is private, inaccessible, because it is sensitive data, or because its value is too high for a company to be sold. As soon as you are authorized to access some data, comes the question of the format. If the data is not very big and not frequently updated, then you will usually collect it as a file, such as a spreadsheet. But if it's not the case, you might need to connect your Python program directly to a database or to query a web interface called API. Apart from your Python program, a web navigator is usually able to access web APIs from websites such as Wikipedia, OpenStreetMap, OpenWeatherMap, API News, who all provide APIs to allow programs to access their data. If you want to train your data scientist skills on datasets, you can download plenty of them on specialized websites such as Kaggle, DataHub, or the University of California's repository. They will enable you to download various datasets in the most commonly used file formats, CSV, JSON, or XML. The CSV format is probably the most commonly used for datasets